others or delegate duties. They should have faith in God. They should be role models to others. They should live exemplary lives. They should exercise self-control. They should be loyal to God. They should offer guidance and counseling to the people. They should offer guidance to the people. 3a. 6 reasons why Israelites demanded for a king. Samuel's sons, that is Joel and Abijah, were corrupt and took bribes. They wanted to be like their neighbors who had kings. Samuel had appointed his son as a judge. They wanted a warrior king to lead them into battles and bring victory against their enemies. They wanted a physical leader whom they could see and approach. They wanted a stable political government ruled by law and order. They failed to understand Yahweh as the unseen king. They feared to have leadership vacuum after the death of Samuel. Samuel was too old to rule as a judge. 3b. Failures of King Saul. He assumed priestly duties and offered a sacrifice when he lacked the patience to wait for Samuel. 2. He was jealous of David and plotted to kill him. 3. He lost faith in God and practiced necromancy, that is, he consulted a medium to speak to the spirit of Samuel, who was already dead. 4. The Lord's Spirit departed from him and was replaced by an evil spirit when he disobeyed God. 5. He massacred the Jebusites contrary to the oath taken during the time of Joshua. He disobeyed God for failure to carry out the law of Harem. The law of Harem is the law of destruction of a conquered enemy. 7. King Saul spared King Agag, Amalekites, and the best, that is the fattest animals to sacrifice to God. He committed suicide. 3c. Reasons why a church leader may be rejected by the congregation. The negative attitudes of the community towards the preachers. When he preaches against popular beliefs of the community. If the preacher is corrupt. When the preacher is not a good role model to the Christians. When the preacher condemns the acts committed by those who are higher in authority in the congregation. When the preacher refuses or entertains political interference in the church. If the leader disobeys or violates the doctrines of the congregation due to tribalism or ethnicity in the church. If the leader engages in sexual sin. When the leader is autocratic or dictator. When the leader fails to address the problems of the congregation. If the leader is oppressive or discriminative or biased. When the leader lacks proper leadership skills or training with the Word of God. Some church leaders misinterpret the Word of God for selfish motives. Question 4a. 7 similarities between traditional African and Old Testament prophets. Both mediated between God and the people. Both were expected to obey God. Both predicted future events that came to pass. Both were religious leaders who offered prayers and sacrifices. Both advised political leaders. Both urged people to uphold morality and justice. In both, it was comprised of prophets and prophetesses. Both had personal relationship with God. Both had divine calling from God. Both warned the people of dangers of disobeying God. In both, they didn't receive formal training. In both, they lived exemplary life. In both, they spoke with authority. In both, they were consulted by people during crisis. In both, they warned the people of an impending danger. In both, had supernatural powers to exercise their duties. 4b. Amos' teaching on hypocritical religion. Israelites gave empty sacrifices that didn't reflect their inner piety. They practiced syncretism and apostasy. They practiced hypocrisy or insincere worship. They worshipped idols. They built high places of worship for the false gods. They refused to listen to the prophets of Yahweh. They misused the shrine at Bethel by drinking and feasting there. They misused the Sabbath by doing business. They practiced temple prostitution. They made graven images for their false gods. They mistreated fellow Israelites. Or they were not righteous. 4c. Virtues Christians acquire from Prophet Amos' teaching of remnant and restoration. Love, joy or happiness, kindness or generosity, mercy or justice or compassion, holiness or purity. 6. Unity or cooperation, obedience, faithfulness, peace, hope, thankfulness or gratitude. Question 5a. The renewal of the covenant after rebuilding of the wall under leadership of Nehemiah. It was held in Jerusalem after the completion of the rebuilding.